Okay guys, so in this problem, I'm going to find the inverse of this one-to-one function, and then I'm going to verify it by taking the composite of f and f inverse. So the method for finding the inverse of a function is I replace f of x with y, and I'm going to write this as y equals x squared minus 4 all over 2x squared. And now I simply swap my x and my y's, right? So my y is going to become an x, so I have x equals, and where I had an x in the previous line, I now have a y. So instead of x squared minus 4, I have y squared minus 4 all over 2x squared becomes 2y squared. All right, so I just reverse them, or I swap them if you like. Now what I have to do is I have to solve for y. So what I will do is I will multiply both sides of my equation by 2y squared. So I will get 2y squared times x is equal to y squared minus 4. I will now bring all my y's to one side. So I have 2y squared x minus y squared is equal to negative 4. And factoring out my y squared, I get y squared on 2x minus 1 is equal to negative 4. Y squared then is equal to negative 4 all over 2x minus 1. And y is the square root of that. So that is the square root of negative 4 over 2x minus 1. And that is f inverse. This is f inverse of x. That is how we find the inverse function. Given f of x, this is f inverse. We have to verify that this is indeed f inverse of x. And the way we do that is we take the composite f of f inverse of x, and this should be equal to x. Then, once we've done that, we will take f inverse of f of x, take the composite of f inverse of f, and that too should be equal to x. So let's take them one at a time. F of f inverse, so I go, here's my function, so x squared minus 4 is going to become, so f, this is f of f inverse, it's going to be x squared minus 4, so I will just put in here parentheses minus 4. This is squared, and so this is the square root of negative 4 over 2x minus 1. All right, so I'm putting in f inverse in for x all over, just to remind myself, f over 2x squared, which is 2 times blank squared, and inside that blank I put f inverse, so that is the square root of negative 4 over 2x minus 1. All right, so working this out, I have the square root squared, and those are inverse operations, so I'm going to be left with negative 4 over 2x minus 1 minus 4 all over 2 times, again, this will be negative 4 over 2x minus 1. Again, my square root and my square will cancel, inverse operations. Close this parentheses, and I will multiply above and below by 2x minus 1, just to get rid of my fraction in my numerator and my denominator. So by doing that, I get this is equal to, in my numerator, negative 4 over 2x minus 1 times 2x minus 1 is just going to be negative 4, minus 4 times this, so I'll just write that as minus 4 times 2x minus 1. And in my denominator, I have 2 times negative 4, which is negative 8. My 2x minus 1 and 2x minus 1 here will cancel, so I will have negative 8. And so, working this out, I get minus 4. Down here I have minus 8. I'm going to distribute my minus 4 here, so I get minus 8x. And then I get minus 4 times minus 1, which is plus 4. And so I have minus 4 plus 4, that's 0. Minus 8x divided by minus 8 is indeed equal to x. And so, sure enough, f of f inverse is indeed equal to x. That shows that I have found the inverse function correctly. It is the square root of negative 4 over 2x minus 1. I now need to find f inverse of f. So I'm going to go to my function, this one right here. Let me just copy this, bring it down. Okay, so that is that one. And let me also bring down, so I'm not going up and down. This one copy. Let me bring down f of x. So there's f of x. And this, of course, we already know. This here is f inverse of x. Let me just, for clarity's sake, let me just get rid of this for right now. So that's f inverse of x. This is f of x. And I want f inverse of f. Let me put it here. And so I have the square root of, negative 4 all over 2x minus 1. So 2 blank, if you like, minus 1. In that blank, I'm going to put f of x. So that is x squared minus 4 all over 2x squared. Working this out then, I have the square root of negative 4 all over. I note that my 2's will cancel. This 2 will cancel with this 2. So I'll have x squared minus 4 all over x squared. So x squared minus 4 all over x squared minus 1. I could, at this point, multiply or find a common denominator, say. So I could write this as the square root of negative 4 all over. Down in my denominator, I will have common denominator of x squared. And I will have x squared minus 4 minus 1 goes into x squared times. So I will have x squared. And so I will work this out. I will have the square root of negative 4 all over x squared minus x squared is 0. So I have minus 4 all over x squared. And so I have the square root of, this is minus 4 over 1, that's my numerator, times the inverse of the denominator, which is minus x squared all over 4. I have a double negative, so that's going to give me a positive. I have my 4 here will cancel with this 4 here, and so I'll be left with the square root of x squared, and that is, of course, x. And so, sure enough, I find that f inverse of f is also just x. And so I have confirmed then that I have correctly found my inverse function. It is the square root of minus 4 over 2x minus 1. That is f inverse of x, given that f of x is x squared minus 4 over 2x squared. And that's how we do it.